Hey, this is Deb Coons, your trusted real estate specialist. I'm here with our first episode of our new Tuesday Tips from the Trenches video series. First up is Will Holloway, Business Development from the Lead Ninjas. I'm sure your real estate agents and entrepreneurs will benefit from some of the tips you'll be providing. Tell us a little bit about yourself and your business.
Thanks so much for having me today, Deb. I work with the Lead Ninjas out of downtown Raleigh. We do Facebook and Google advertising for small businesses. The focus on service related businesses. We also do some social media management. We've had a lot of success both representing our clients through advertising, paid advertising, and also putting their name out there through social media.
Gotcha. What is one thing that you wish everyone knew about advertising or social media?
You know what? Well, that's a great question, first of all, Deb. I think the number one thing I'd like people to know about advertising and social media both is they require you to respond and adapt to how people react to you. Neither one of them is a fire and forget, post this many times a day, say this, and this, and you'll have, and you'll find success, or, put out this message here and just leave it out in the air and let people find it and that'll work. No, you've really got to listen to how people are reacting. If you put an ad out there and people aren't clicking it and people are clicking a different ad, you've got to listen to that. You've got to pivot to what's working. You've got to find, what they want. On social media, you've got to be talking to people. You've actually got to be engaging with other human beings, as weird as that sounds on the internet. And that's where success comes from, is from those connections that you build with other people on the platform.
Gotcha. That sounds like great advice. All right. Thanks so much. Well, can you tell us your favorite customer story?
Absolutely. You know what? My favorite customer story is our first customer story. The very first customer we started working with was Suarez Tree Services, a little tree removal company out there in Clayton, North Carolina. We love working with them. They came to us in the middle of the pandemic and they said, listen, our sales are not where they need to be. Little mom and pop business, really wonderful folks. So we started working with them, advertising for them on Facebook. It worked great, got about 3 months of business. They made about 3 times what they spent with us, big success. And then back in April, they actually came back to us and said, hey, we'd really like to build out our brand. We'd like more of a social media presence, and we'd like you guys to run that for us. So we did. We built it up from maybe 50, 100, couple hundred followers, maybe adding 100 a month. It was great progress until in July, they actually went viral. It was a metaphorical and literal lightning strike. Posted a wonderful video of a tree getting hit by lightning, and that just blew up. 10 million views. I think it's at 80 million views. The account's at over 130,000 followers now, and we're just delighted with the success they've found. That's far and away my favorite story about our clients.
Awesome. That is an amazing story. Wow. So what is the best platform for real estate agents to use?
You know what? Well, that's a great question, Deb. I think at the end of the day, the best social media platform for a real estate agent to use, for anybody to use, is the one that works best for you, the one that you enjoy the most. If you're the kind of person who can make a quick video really easily, just hold up your camera, shoot a video, 1 or 2 takes, you're done. I think TikTok is an awesome option for you. If you really thrive on Twitter, I'd say post on Twitter. Wherever your personality comes through the most is going to be the best option for you. All around, taking that personal element out of the equation, I think Facebook and Instagram are really excellent. Instagram is just so good at sharing picture content, and as a real estate agent, that's what you really want to be showing people. You want to show them houses, right? And Instagram is wonderful for that. However, it's also linked to Facebook, and the cool thing about Facebook is they've got groups, and groups are wonderful for sharing what you do, what you've done, what you've got, what you're working on. You can post as your business, say, hey, this is the house we're showing today. Isn't it gorgeous? Then you get on your personal account and you share that with your neighbors. You share that with your friends, your colleagues, say, hey, look at this cool thing. That's what Facebook is built for. That's what it thrives on. And yeah, that's what it's really good for real estate agents. So long answer short, I'd say whatever a social media platform works the best for you. But I would definitely lean towards Instagram and Facebook in particular.
Wow. Okay. Great advice. Thank you so much. Will, can you tell us how often should I post on social media?
Absolutely. Love to, Deb. So I think ideally you're posting every day on social media. And that sounds a little bit more daunting than it really is, because what you want to be doing is setting aside a little bit of time, maybe on the weekends, but whatever time works for you every week, and scheduling your posting in advance. You know, you can sit down on a Saturday, have a nice ice cold coffee or tea or what have you, and just schedule all your posts for that week. Say, okay, Monday we're gonna go back to the grind. Tuesday we're gonna show sort of behind the scenes. Wednesday, oh, it's hump day. Friday, thank God it's Friday. Just get all that stuff lined up, and then you're done for the week. You don't have to do it for another 7 days, right? That being said, if you can't quite hit daily posting yet, I think 3 to 5 times a week can work out fine. The important thing is really not how often you're posting specifically. I mean, that is important, don't get me wrong. But what's really vital is how you're posting, is who you're posting to. If you're just screaming out into the void, you could post 3 times a day and it probably wouldn't do that much for you. But if you're posting 3 to 5 times a week and you're sharing that with Facebook groups, if you're commenting on the related hashtags, if you're showing that to people and you're showing the website, hey, I'm active, I'm talking to people, I'm a member of these communities, that's when the algorithm really starts to pick you up, really starts to throw your message out there. So summary, daily, if you can, go ahead and schedule your posts for the rest of the week. If you can't quite manage that yet, 3 to 5 times a week, but make sure that your posts are genuine and that you're connecting, that you're really talking to people, not just, throwing some words up there.
Gotcha. Great advice. Yeah, I love the idea of batching them like that. Awesome. Well, Will, thank you so, so much for taking the time to do this interview with me. I really, really appreciate it.
It's been my pleasure. Thanks for having me, Deb.
Sure thing. All right, and don't forget to check back for more Tuesday tips from the trenches.